Hi, I'm Ken, and welcome to Addie's Adventures, where you get to go on a journey, one step at a time. Alright, let's get on with today's video. Alright, so we're here at Petra at 7:30 in the morning. A few people sort of mingling in. There's the entrance. Got my ticket. I took the Jordan pass, the ticket off, scanned it, printed me out a ticket, and we're going to be on our way. Yeah. Looks like there might be just a few people wandering in, nothing too busy. Actually at 6 o'clock, so it's been an hour and a half.
Bonjour. Thank you.
Well, looks like we'll go over here.
Au revoir. Two name?
Ken.
Australia?
Yes.
Just for today.
Yeah.
Keep it with you, don't close it.
Okay, thank you. So the pass I've got was for 2 days, just in case. I thought, well, off the Jordan pass you get 2 days entry, because I wasn't sure whether I was going to come in the back way as well as the front way. So, but I'll only do this front way, because I've worked out you can walk a fair way in from this way and then get a shuttle bus back. My plan originally was to get a 4-wheel drive, take me around to the back way, and it's about so you sort of come right at the back and then you walk from the back right through to here, virtually the gate. It's about 8k. I was going to spend the day doing that until I saw the temperatures, so I changed my mind a little bit. So, plus what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk in about 3k, and then they have a shuttle bus apparently, which I didn't know about, that will bring you all the way back. So, and you sort of virtually see the same thing. I don't think you quite get to the monastery, but yeah, you don't get to the monastery, but you know, you still get to see a fair bit. So I'm pretty happy with that. So that's what it looks like, the track on the way in. Downhill, bit of a go track. They're all wanting to know whether you want a horse to ride in, but it's about 1.5 km from here through to the about 1.5 km from here to the Treasury, which is the big main attraction. Nah.
You have ticket?
Egypt. So yeah, so always want to know where you're from. To get the conversation started. But you know, they're trying to earn a quid. Good luck to them. Footage I have seen them coming in here, like it was really over the top. But those guys, I don't know whether because it's early or they're waiting for a bus, what the thing is, but yeah, they certainly weren't over the top. They were pretty stars if I wanted one. No, that's it. So I don't know whether because it's quiet or whether they're just getting in here themselves and warming up ready for the day. Anyway, we'll walk on. I sort of pushed on a bit because there's 2 groups I want to get past. The thing about the groups is they stop to look at stuff that's just the cave. So they stop to look at the cave with a half-hour explanation who lived in it or what it was. So gives me an opportunity to get past them. So yeah, we're getting into the a mountain or a gorge sort of type bit now. There's a couple in front of me. Sort of try to, I want to try and get in there when there's as least people as possible to try and get some good photos, Without too many people in the way, but you can only do, I could have came at 6 o'clock and I probably would have been, but, I got coppers. So just with this, it's predominantly all downhill. It looks like here we are getting our way into the Seek. Which is, there's a reasonable incline on this. I do mean a reasonable incline. Or decline, I should say. As you can see, we're getting down into the gorge. So this is the water channel that the Nabateans used to get water from up the top there, down here into Petra, into where the treasury is in that area. This is fair, it's a reasonable decline, this. So, no issue with the water running. Quiet here. There's a couple ahead of me. There is a couple of groups back up there behind me, but I'm presuming they'll stop a few times coming down in here. So basically what they've done, they've concreted all this, so it's quite stable. That's it's all downhill. A whole lot of it. Bit of flood mitigation there. You can imagine when it rains, the water coming off these gorges, all channeling down into this area. That's fantastic. Look at the gorge, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Quiet, except for a few birds. They can get 10,000 people in here in a day, even more when it's busy. Quiet at the moment. Early in the morning too, I suppose. Not too sure when. Tour buses probably turn up more around 9ish, I would say. Very clean here too. Clean there. That's what I'd say would have been the original type path down in here. Oh. Absolutely fantastic. That's that looks gorgeous. Unbelievable. So beautiful walking in here. It's sort of opened up a bit here. The whole way you're going down. It's a reasonable decline. Not huge, but you know, you're going down. Some old stairs and cave. He's gorgeous. So Petra, described as the Rose City of Jordan. Petra, an ancient city carved into the rose-red cliffs of southern Jordan, stands as one of the most remarkable archaeological and historical sites in the world. Established as the capital of the Nabatean kingdom around the 5th century BC, Petra is renowned for its sophisticated water conduit system and impressive rock-cut architecture. The Nabateans, a nomadic tribe, settled in Petra. They played a crucial role in the city's development as a centre of trade and commerce. Petra's strategic location along the trade routes connecting Arabia, Egypt and the Mediterranean allowed it to thrive economically. The Nabateans became intermediates in the lucrative spice and silk trade, which contributed to their wealth and power. Petra's prosperity led to the construction of a grand structure such as temples, tombs and elaborate irrigation system, showcasing the advanced engineering skills of the Nabateans. The city's most iconic structure, Al-Khazneh, the Treasury, is a stunning example of Hellenistic architecture infused with Eastern influences. Carved into the sandstone cliffs, the Treasury features ornate facades and hint at the wealth and sophistication of the Nabatean civilization. Other significant sites in Petra include the monastery, the Roman-style theatre and the royal tombs, each reflecting the architectural ingenuity and cultural diversity of the city. In modern times, Petra has gained international recognition as one of the new 7 wonders of the world, attracting tourists from around the globe. The local Bedouin community, which has historically inhabited the surrounding areas, plays a vital role in the modern narrative of Petra. They contribute to the cultural heritage of the site and engage with visitors through guided tours and traditional clubs. Petra stands as a testament to the ingenuity and the resilience of the Nabatean civilization. Its breathtaking architecture, intricate water systems and rich history captivate visitors, making it a site of profound significance, both culturally and historically. As efforts continue to preserve its legacy, Petra remains a symbol of human achievement and a reminder of the importance of protecting our world's heritage. In exploring Petra, one does not merely step into an ancient city, but rather journeys through time, discovering the stories etched into its stone facades and enduring spirit of those who once called it home. Walk through. There it is. It's fascinating how they built this, carved this into the mountain. The green level was down there. So yeah, got the Landry photos. Yeah, quite impressive how it's been carved out of the rock. Apparently they start at the top and work their way down. That's those, which you can see holes in the side with that scaffold, and they work, so you have to get precise all the time. That room in there is basically an empty room. They said originally the seam was built up to the door, like halfway up the doors there, and it's found. But yeah, your measurements, and so you roped in over from the top, and then carved their way down.
Well, because it will look better if I can get everything. You can just crop it.
So I've come down from up there, which is the treasury, and this is a colonnade of facades. So you can see here where they've had other guys that obviously come down from the top. Other guys that building these things. Petra isn't just the treasury, it's a whole township or a city almost that stretches for 4, 5, 6, 7 kilometres right down through this gorge. I don't know what, so you can sort of see the similar carvings that were done here, which is like the start of the treasury. I'm not too sure what these rooms are. Probably won't see too much in here, they'll just be an empty. Yeah, pretty much. It's beautiful carving into the mountain, these caves. You can see here these whole caves, and you can see up there another, you can walk up to that if you want. You can see where they've done started to do other carvings, maybe never finished them. There's a lot of trails, so you keep going downhill to Casa Albint, which is sort of where the town, I suppose the main town area was. But you can come up. There's a high place of sacrifices, it's called. I just want to show you the map that you get. That you can get, you just grab it at the thing. So that's where we come in there. That's the treasury, which is what a lot of people come to see. Now that's, you can keep, all that was downhill to walk to there. The idea is you keep walking all the way down to there, which is like the main Quasi bit, which is the main town of the Nabatean of Petra. Now, you don't have to. It doesn't say it on here, but there's a free shuttle bus that takes you back out and back around to the front of the park. I don't know how often it leaves, but it just means you can walk. It's probably 3, maybe 4K, something like that, all the way, as opposed to walking up. Now, all this is downhill. It's all downhill. And in the morning, it's in the shade. Like, have a look at this. There, the sun is coming, it's down there, but this is all downhill. There are toilets everywhere, and they're clean. There's facilities, there's water everywhere. So yeah, grab this map, and on the other side of it, it does explain all the stuff there. Also, there's little trails off. You can go up this trail there. There's a place of high sacrifice, little signposted. Just come in early, 7 o'clock, and spend 4 or 5 hours just meandering down through it. Not a lot of people here, maybe a lot busier in high times. Yeah, really worth doing. But they don't say it here, but at there's a map on the wall at the entrance, and on that it has it marked as a free shuttle. On here it doesn't. That free shuttle goes from there.
It almost looks like a fountain, I bet, when it's got a water in it.
The other thing I did notice is, a lot of footage I've seen, at the Treasury you can climb up and get viewpoints from up on top. They pay, and you have to pay, and they take you up there. I didn't see any of that there. I saw where you go up, it's all blocked off. So I don't know, a couple of things. One, there's not enough people coming through here to do that. Two, I've heard that they've cleaned out a lot of the hawkers and sellers who are selling stuff. Because the only thing getting sold there besides the shop, the only thing was this fellow there with 2 camels, and you get on it and you parade in front of the Treasury and you can take photos. Nothing wrong with that, that's fine. It's really funny, having other footage I've seen. There's been an absolute load of hawkers selling stuff. Other than the shops along the way, here, nothing, no hawkers. So yeah, I did hear they cleaned a lot of them out. People were getting annoyed with it. It's either that or it's just not enough people come through for them to come down here to work. So we might push on a bit further. It's very interesting, enjoying this. One thing I will say, there's a heavy military presence here. I don't mean just police, I mean military. That's an armed personnel carrier. I can go and have a cup of tea up there if you want. You can actually see this wadi. It would have run right down through here. So yeah, they would have had it dammed and water and wells and whatnot. I presume then the ground would have been reasonably fertile. They were growing stuff along here. In fact, you just can't have a city without sustenance. So yeah, they would have been growing stuff. Because that's a pretty fair wadi when you look at it. Sort of see, I'll continue to walk down and sort of see it's opening up. You can see people up on top. That's that trail that goes around up on top up there. That's maybe more impressive than the Treasury. I think part of the Treasury, not only just the actual carving, is the access, how you walk down through the seat to it is probably part of the attraction of the Treasury, and it is quite an attraction. So yeah, we just keep wandering down here. You can, blokes here take you up to what's called the monastery, which is like the Treasury, only much bigger. It's huge, but it is up on top and it's quite a steep climb. Blokes here often to take you on a mule or donkey or whatever they are. So you go, then you walk back down. But the other way you can come in what's called the back door, and you start up at the top, and you walk through to the monastery. Then you come down, and you come down to here. But then you have to walk up to the treasury, or you come down. I think you might come down just shy of the treasury. Then you walk down this way. But yeah, still good.
Morning.
Good morning. This here is a street of the colonnades. So this here would have been like the market street, or where you would have come to shop, next to the Wadi, which was probably dammed in places. Maybe it held water. There would have been shops all along here. You can see there's still sort of stairs coming down, entrances to buildings there. Yes, that would have been interesting stuff. There would have been big columns both sides of this road here. This is sort of the main, almost coming down here, what would you call the middle of the town maybe. This would be an old Roman built road, this. The Romans were here. So yeah, this would have been a Roman built road. What's interesting is there's all these walking trails you can shoot off. That up there is called the Temple of the Winged Lions. Yeah, it's if you're seriously into your hiking, there's trails that go off everywhere. And if you have a map, and the trails are pretty well marked, you're sort of not going to get lost or anything. I find it amazing when you see caves right up in those cliff face up there. So this is what's known as the Great Temple. So that would have been the centre sort of town, I guess. People came to worship and that type of thing. These are the great columns, they call them. So I presume it's an entry to that area where the temple is. Where the temple up on the hill is. So that would have been like the entry in. So I just want to let people know, when you come down, just on the side of that ridge there is where the trail ends, and you go up to the monastery. But you can just walk up over the hill, just to here where I am now. It's about 10 minutes, about 5-minute walk, and guess what they have here? Free shuttle buses. So these shuttle buses will take you back to the entrance. So how good's that? You don't have to walk back uphill, because it's from the treasury down here to, what do they call it, bin, down to Quasar El Bint, which is just on the other side of that ridge, little ridge just there, which is virtually where the trail ends. Then you have to go up the top to the monastery. So if you walk down to there, it's a nice walk. Come up over this little ridge here, and on the hour, about every hour, these buses turn up. Free shuttle bus back to the gate. How good's that? Lucky us.
Woo.